Hey, I'm Tobias and I'm managing all the Behind the Last Amazon course. And Brock asked me to record this video because he's currently working on a case study for you guys, how you can use a situation like this to, even with low capital, start your own business. And he just wants to show you that in any situation, it is possible to start a business and just find the right opportunities. As you might know by now, there's a disease called coronavirus that is spreading across the world. And multiple countries are already doing large spread quarantines. And this specifically has affected China right in the beginning because it originated in China. And we can also see that it is taking off in other countries and that it will not only affect the supply chain while many people are sourcing from China, but also the countries that people are selling in. As a result, we want to make you aware with this video and provide you some pointers of how you would use this course differently during this time. Because usually we're teaching people how to source products from China and import them into the US or other markets. But right now, the reliability of sourcing from countries abroad is becoming lower and the inherent risk in ordering from abroad as such is higher. So we want to make sure you're well prepared for this situation, even if you're in the process of starting your business, because this definitely doesn't mean that you're not able to start your business right now. It just means you need to find other opportunities and take a different path to go about this. And I also want to point out that especially in these kind of situations, there's a lot of potential to make money and a lot of potential to get started with small amounts of capital. So when you're doing your product research now, there's multiple ways of dealing with this. One, you can try to find an opportunity that specifically targets the coronavirus situation. For example, we have seen that a lot of people started buying swimming goggles to protect themselves from getting the disease because it is being transmitted also via the eyes. So if you can find product opportunities like that, you could reach out to manufacturers and try to source swimming goggles and resell them on Amazon. You could also take a step further and think about, well, if this disease is going to continue to spread like this, what else are people going to need? What do they need if they're in isolation? Right? Maybe they need to buy something right now to be prepared. It could be even simpler. Maybe think about what are they going to do when they're isolated. They have a lot of free time, right? Maybe they want to play games. Maybe they want to read books. So this is a great opportunity to source products that could also help with those kind of situations. And then if you're going for these kind of products, consider different options for sourcing them. You don't necessarily have to source everything from China just because it has the lowest price. It doesn't mean it's the best way to make money just because it has the lowest price. It always depends what are people willing to pay, right? So it would actually be a great option if you can source stuff from within the US. There are actually a lot of manufacturers in the US and they can help you make your product in the US. And this also provides a unique opportunity because right now, a lot of items that are being sold more than usual are going out of stock, especially because supplies from China are not being delivered anymore. And this shortage could last for a longer period of time. So if you can source similar products or the same product in the US and you can get it supplied faster, you can probably sell a lot of units just because nobody is supplying the market at the moment. And as you can tell, a lot of these opportunities are not necessarily private label opportunities, but rather arbitrage opportunities. You're buying something somewhere and people somewhere else need it. And Amazon is a great tool to find out what are people buying the most and maybe what products are they now using in a different way, just like with the example with the goggles I made. So come up with some creative ideas, do some product research, read some more recent reviews. Maybe people are already talking about how they use these products in regards to the virus. And then I would also like you to consider that sometimes sourcing a product can take a longer period of time. If you're trying to build a private label brand and make your own brand, create your own product, this might not be done in a week. So even though the situation is tense at the moment, this might be the perfect time for you to prepare your product, invest a lot of time in making it great, and then sourcing your product once the situation got better. So if you're considering to source a product right now or to specifically get a product, buy a product for the coronavirus situation, I would recommend to watch the other coronavirus videos that we have, which will give you a little bit more insight into the situation and what you should potentially watch out for and what measures you can take also to minimize your risk. Please let me know any questions you might have in regards to this situation in the comments below, and I'll try to answer as many of them as I can.